Hello and welcome to Current Issues. I'm Ajita Jain. BJP MP Yogi Adityanath is in controversy yet again. This time for a statement that he has made against Mother Teresa, saying Teresa was part of a conspiracy to Christianize India. It's not for the first time that such kind of a controversial statement is made by him. He has done it innumerable times in the past. He's known for his radical views and inflammatory speeches. But the bigger question is, what is Yogi Adityanath up to? Has it become fashionable to thrive on hate speeches, or is it a survival mechanism for few? Or is he eyeing the BJP's CM candidature in the upcoming UP elections? To discuss the issue, we have with us Shama Mohammed, who's a spokesperson from Congress. I have with me Acharya Ajay Gautam, who's a Dharmacharya. And very shortly, I would be joined by Father Savari Muthu Shankar, who's a spokesperson of Delhi Catholic Archdiocese in studio. But before we get into our discussion, let's have a look at the report.
Mother Teresa conspired to brainwash Hindus into Christianity and helped fuel a violent military insurgency in India's northeast. Leader of India's ruling BJP, MP Yogi Adityanath, have claimed. The controversy comes just weeks ahead of Mother Teresa's canonization on September 4, when celebrations are expected in her adopted city of Kolkata, despite the Nobel laureate's divisive legacy in India. The Hindu nationalist MP Yogi Adityanath claimed that the Nobel laureate had conspired to convert Hindus to Christianity.
कभी वो मदर टेरेसा के नाम पर भारत का ईसाईकरण करने की साजिश करती है और कभी फादर के नाम पर जगह जगह हिंदुओं को दफनाने की साजिश का हिस्सा बनता है.
Hindu poor, particularly from lower caste, turn to missionaries when they are unable to afford medical care for their children, but are brainwashed into becoming Christians, he warned. Hindus were targeted in the name of doing service and then converted by her. Adityanath also added that large-scale Christian conversions led to separatist movements in parts of northeast, including Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland. The northeastern states neighbouring Kolkata are home to many of India's 28 million Christians, especially among tribal communities visited by missionaries since colonial times. Nagaland, a Christian-majority state, has suffered a long-running violent separatist movement. Mr. Adityanath is seen as the extreme face of BJP's Hindutva agenda, which aspires to a non-secular India and equates Hinduism with patriotism. Adityanath was not the only one who claimed on Mother Teresa. His position was backed on Wednesday by another leader, Subramanian Swamy.
Well, you see, the issue of Yogi Adityanath expressing a view, it is not an isolated view. It's a view which has been reduced to books. There's one Christopher Hitchens or something like that who's written a bestseller book. And if you go to Google, you will get lots of books about her.
Well, this is not the first time for Mother Teresa. A nun who served the poor in India for the majority of her life has been accused of conspiracy. In 2015, the head of the Hindu nationalist NGO Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, Mohan Bhagwat, targeted that Mother Teresa's service to the poor was aimed at converting them to Christianity.
मदर टेरेसा जैसी सेवा यहाँ नहीं हो. तो सेवा बहुत अच्छी होती होगी वहाँ, लेकिन पीछे एक उद्देश्य रहता था कि जो सेवा जिसकी होती है वो कृतज्ञता से ईसाई बन जाए.
BJP is the political wing of RSS, which also has a religious wing, the World Hindu Council, Vishwa Hindu Parishad. It uses nationalist ideology to promote Hindutva, which equates being Indian with having a Hindu faith. After this controversial statement, many opposition leaders had strongly criticized the Yogi Adityanath on this issue.
दादरी के अंदर उन्होंने पंचायत की, धारा 144 थी, पंचायत होने दी गई. कैराना के अंदर भी उन्होंने इसी तरह के तमाम प्रयास किए हैं, जिससे उत्तर प्रदेश में लहू बहे. इस लहू में ये नहाना चाहते हैं, राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकना चाहते हैं, पर उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग सावधान और सचेत हैं.
At the same function, MP Adityanath also called for the construction of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. We have to strengthen the path for Ram Mandir construction. We must move together on this. Who can stop you from building it? When nobody could stop us from demolishing the mosque, then who can stop us from constructing the temple there? Construction of the temple will happen now. Bureau Report, News World India.
So that was a small report that we showed. We'll also be showing you all the controversies, all the controversial statements made by Yogi Adityanath on the screen parallelly. To begin the discussion, I'll come to you, Acharya Gautam, first. Mother Teresa is popularly known as a saint of gutters. Attacking somebody who has served humanity at a mass scale, and her achievements are not only recognized in India but even abroad. You think it is correct?
Look, the truth is always bitter rather than sweets. And when somebody reveals this kind of truth, so this is very hard to accept by the majorities, because we are living in a secular country and most of the 80% people of this country is afflicted by the name of a disease like a secularism.
No, what is that truth?
The truth I'm telling you, what is the meaning of religion? You born with a religion, and the natural faith in respect of a religion, it's your own religion. But when the faith is created by the greed, by the fear, by the forcibly, it's called forcibly conversion. And the Mother Teresa had been doing this kind of throughout her life. I respect what kind of work, what kind of services she served towards the poor people, but what are they doing in behind the curtain?
Okay, so you are subscribing.
What she was doing behind the curtain?
Okay,
she converted so many people in respect to serve the services.
Right, Acharya Gautam, you are subscribing to Yogi Adityanath view. Okay, fine. I am having Father Savari Muthu Shankar on the phone line right now with me, as he's a little late. He's not able to join us in the studio. Father, Acharya Gautam is also subscribing to Yogi Adityanath's view. Do you really think that mother had some underlying motive?
She had very simple focus, that is to serve the poor. But then she also found a great joy, and she always believed that serving the poor was equivalent to serving Jesus Christ. That was her belief. But then to equate that with converting or ulterior motive, it only reflects on the narrow-mindedness of these people, because I would challenge them even for 24 hours. If they go to any of the Mother Teresa homes, because they always call it homes, whether it is for orphans, whether it is mentally retarded people, anybody, just for 24 hours, not more than that. 24 hours, just be there, do what the sisters are doing, then come and talk to us. Because you cannot simply make allegations.
Why is she being attacked? Why is she being attacked, Father? What do you think?
It's nothing. It's only they just want, it's their way of being in the limelight. Because unless they make these kind of controversial statements, who is going to bother them? If they want to be in media, just make a statement, you target someone, you are there in the media, you are in the limelight.
Adityanath Yogi do not want any attention of media. He's a well-known personality of India and Hinduism also. So don't say he needs the media attention and want to create the controversy. You just accept the churches. I am saying the report of the Kerala government. The churches are playing and working as a tool of the conversion. Why not? Just give me an answer. Have you converted any Sikh person, any Jain person into Christianity ever in history of India? Why you converted only the poor and backward peoples into Christianity? Give me the one name where the people who belong to the Sikhism and the people who belong to the Jainism, you converted into the Sikhism, into the Christianity. Give the one name only.
Right. But Acharya Gautam, we'll have to wait for a minute, as we are having one caller from Delhi. Dr. G.K. Sharma is there, who wants to express his views. Yes, Dr. G.K. Sharma, you can speak up.
Yeah, madam, I wanted to say that I have one question, that why there are so many people who are doing so much of good work all across the country, but why only Christian missionaries get so much of funds from abroad? And why Mother Teresa was recognized by Western powers so much and others' work is ignored? This question cannot be, because systemic conversions in India is a truth. It is far more rampant in the northeastern states. States like Mizoram is a Christian majority state, where church regularly pass diktats that people should not practice yoga, election should not happen on a Sunday, the day of the masses. So where Christians have become a majority, we are seeing the ramifications of it. We are seeing it in Kerala, we are seeing it in northeastern states. Even in the downtrodden section of society, it's a systemic process going on with the foreign funding to convert maximum people to Christianity. So people in India will ignore it at their own peril, whether it is by lure of money or some other promises.
Okay.
The conversion is not legal. It is only
Fine,
legal if
Dr.
it is
G.K.
not-
Sharma, you have made your point. I'll go to Shama Mohammed now, who's the Congress spokesperson. She is with us. Shama Mohammed, what is the need for such kind of a statement by Yogi Adityanath? What do you think Yogi Adityanath is trying to achieve? And okay, conversion may be a reality, but targeting a figure like Mother Teresa, do you think, is it correct?
First and foremost, today is a really sad day, targeting a lady of that stature. She's a saint. She's done so much for the poor, and she worked for the poorest of poor. She was very clear about that. This is nothing but communal politics, polarization. UP elections are coming next year. Yogi Adityanath is from UP. If you look at the pattern, there is Kataria from UP, the Union Minister of State for HRD, continuing with this sort of politics. Then you had Hukum Singh the other day saying that there is an exodus from Khairana, but the seers went there and there are no exodus from there. There's nothing happening of that sort. So this is preparation for the UP elections already on, and according to me, it is with the blessings of the PM this is happening. Because Yogi Adityanath has been saying this all along, all these sort of things, but the PM has never condemned it.
Okay,
So
you
that-
think
that
it's
shows
a
that
run-up
he has the
of
blessings of
UP
the PM.
elections,
PM has
right?
set out these loose cannons.
Right. Shama Mohammed, I'll have to bring in another caller.
Yes, it is to the run-up of the UP elections.
There is nothing to do.
The
There is nothing
Hindutva
to do
tag.
with
They're
the
playing the
Honorable Prime
Hindutva
Minister.
tag
We are
again
raising
here.
same kind of issue for last 10 years. On that time, you were sleeping. We are raising the same issue for last 10 years when the Mother Teresa
I was
was
not
alive.
sleeping.
Acharya Gautam, hold on for a minute. I need to take that caller. Mr.
Mother
Bhatia
Teresa-
is joining us from Delhi. He wants to say something. Yes, Mr. Bhatia.
यस हाय गुड आफ्टरनून
Yeah, good afternoon. Tim.
मैं आकाश भाटिया बोल रहा हूँ ऐसा है मैडम ये रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड सर्विस सारी जिंदगी मदर टेरेसा ने करी आई एम सॉरी आई एम स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी
It's all right.
सारी जिंदगी ये रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड सर्विस है सर्विस और सेवा तो राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ भी करते हैं बहुजन समाज पार्टी वाले भी करते हैं सभी लोग करते हैं बाढ़ में फंसे होते हैं हमारी इंडियन आर्मी भी करती है लेकिन उसके पीछे ये जो पूरी दुनिया में सिर्फ इंडिया में ही नहीं पूरी दुनिया में इन लोगों ने जो कन्वर्जन किया है चाहे वो अफ्रीका हो चाहे वो यूरोप हो चाहे वो इंडिया हो चाहे वो कोई भी कंट्री हो ये रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड सर्विस के अगेंस्ट है वो जो काम किया है वो बहुत अच्छा किया है कुष्ठ रोगियों के लिए उनके लिए एडिक्ट्स के लिए जो भी काम किया है लेकिन उसके पीछे जो बीमारी छुपी हुई है ना कन्वर्जन की क्रिश्चियन बनाने की वो गलत है मैं उसको क्रिटिसाइज करता हूँ थैंक यू
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhatia. I go across to Father once again. Father, why do you think Mother Teresa is a soft target?
No, it's not soft target. See, when it comes to funding, I would like to tell the panelists and the audience, you go to any government record, the maximum funds are received by the RSS and the Hindu affiliations. They have the Home Minister, they have the FCRA department. Ask them to put up the figures. You can't simply make allegations. You have got facts, you have got statistics, you go by that. When it comes to conversion, I have been asking them to prove at least one case. Just prove at least one case where Mother Teresa has converted someone on the basis of service. Just one case. You can't make allegations. Either you provide us facts, figures, or else you just keep quiet. How can you go on making allegations after allegations?
Right. Acharya Gautam, since you are also subscribing to Yogi Adityanath's view, tell me, do you have any facts with you? Do you have any numbers, figures with you?
Yeah, we have proper studies. And so the Kerala government has also submitted a report. MHA, the minority department already submitted the report that the churches are playing as a tool of the conversion, because the faith is a natural, but the churches are import the faith.
No, you are talking about the literature that you have been reading. You are talking about the literature that you have been reading, Acharya Gautam.
I am saying that they just created the faith on either forcibly
do you have any ready-hand facts with you? Acharya Gautam, do you have any ready-hand facts with you?
Both are against the Constitution. Article 25 gives
no,
the
just
guarantee.
saying something vaguely is different. But do you have any numbers with you, any figures, any incidents with you?
Right now, I am not carrying my bag, so I can show you the figure. But I'm saying go to the Google and search it out the figure, the report of the Minority Ministry and the Kerala government. You will find what kind of statement they have delivered in respect of the churches.
Okay, we have one caller waiting, Mr. Patil from Assam. He also wants to speak up. Yes, Mr. Patil.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm in support with the Adityanath's views. Yeah, I'm in Assam. I stayed at Dimapur in Nagaland as well. I have met many people who have been converted under this text, and then see, if somebody is helping, when somebody needs a help, and Christian missionary goes and helps them, then suddenly, and they are motivated directly, indirectly to convert into Christianity. I have, now somebody was speaking about the facts and figures. There are many people, you carry out the survey, you will find these people being converted. Suppose there is an accident, if somebody goes and helps him, takes him in the ambulance under the name of Christianity, missionary, helps him, and at the last moment you see, now we have here, sent by the God or the Isa Masih, we are here to help you. Who has saved you? The man says, yes, Isa Masih has helped me out, and then I'm now going to convert into Christianity. There are so many things happening at that rural level.
But then why to attack just Mother Teresa? Why to attack just Mother Teresa? There have been innumerable incidents of conversion and it happens on all the sides. Why to attack just Mother Teresa?
Ma'am, Mother Teresa is again, who is leading in front, who led. So, but directly, indirectly, even under her name, there are people working for her.
No, there are forced conversions as well. There is somebody who has done so much for the humanity. And you are finding some hidden motive in that. But what about those who go for forced conversions? Because a political controversy, I remember in 2005, Yogi Adityanath himself, Acharya Gautam, this is for you. Yeah. Yogi Adityanath himself led a purification ceremony in 2005, which involved conversion of Christians to Hinduism. Now tell me, some 1800 Christians were converted to Hinduism. What do you call that?
This is the Garvapsi. When a person born Hindu, then if he change his the way of worship, that means absolutely not. He just adopted the way of worship by the way of Christianism, but originally he was Hindu, and when he came back to and adopted his own way of the worship, then this is called Garvapsi.
Wonderful, wonderful. Shama Mohammed, you think it's a ghar wapsi? If Yogi Adityanath, okay, Acharya Gautam, 1 second. Shama Mohammed, you think it's ghar wapsi? If Yogi Adityanath himself does it, it's ghar wapsi, and allegedly Mother Teresa does it, it's wrong, you know. Even her service becomes null and void. Whatever she did becomes so redundant all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is itself ridiculous what he's saying. So when Yogi Adityanath does it, it's ghar wapsi. See, they should understand why this has been done. I mean, it's not a forced conversion. Most of the time, the people who have converted are from Jharkhand, you know, they are Adivasis, the poor, where they have no rights. So when they become Christians, like Father mentioned, or that particular person from Assam mentioned, that when they get these, they are helped. The Christian missionaries help them. They give them a life. They are completely downtrodden, and that's the reason they must have converted. But I don't think it's forced conversion.
Miss Shama Muhammad, your ancestors were Hindu also. Your ancestors were Hindu also.
I'm not somebody who's going to be denying that. I'm from Kerala. Mine is not forced conversion. No, mine is not forced conversion. I'm from Kerala. 7th century Muslim traders were there, and I'm one of those converts. You know, my ancestors were converted in that way. It was not forced. The Hindus helped us to convert.
Either forced or great.
It's a different story altogether. If you don't know history, do not talk. Do not talk. You only know about the Mughal conversions. You only know about the sword. You do not know. You do not know anything about
Miss Shama
Kerala.
Muhammad, as well as my friend is sitting next to me. I have only one question. Give me the one name of a person who belonged to the Jainism and Sikhism or Buddhism who converted and adopted Christianity himself willingly. Give me the one name in the history of last 50 years. Why they converted only scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and backward also. Give me the one name. Give me the one name only.
Can I ask a
Give me the one name only.
I'll just ask a counter question. I'll just ask a counter question.
Just give me the answer, please.
Acharya Gautam, Acharya Gautam, one second. Father is here now in the studio and he wants to respond.
Can I ask a counter question, please?
Yes,
Give me the answer. Then you can put any question.
No, I'm just asking.
First, you give me the
I'm
answer.
just asking a counter question. You said ancestors were converted into Christianity or Islam whatsoever. Fine. There was a time when whole of India, the religion was Buddhism, right? You accept, you know the history.
My friend,
you know
give me
the history.
one name
I hope you know the
person
history.
who adopted
I hope you know the
Christianity
history.
willingly, who belonged to.
I hope you know the history well.
No, I am
So
saying,
what happened?
I'm just asking a single name
So
from
what
you.
happened to all those
You have
Buddhists?
failed to provide a
No, you
single
tell
name.
me. Same thing you
The
have
whole
failed.
country,
you know?
whole
Same
country
thing you have
watching
failed. Same thing you have failed. You have never
Whole
given me a
country
name.
watching you, my friend. Just
you have-
give me the one name
you have
of
never
the Sikh
given
people or Jain
you have
people
never
who
given.
adopted
Come on,
Christianity willingly.
you give me a
I am
name.
challenging you.
You give me a name with whom Mother Teresa converted.
I
You
am
give me a
saying-
name.
I gave you.
I'm asking the same.
On next program, I gave you thousands of names.
No,
But
no, you
my-
give me one name.
What
I
question
don't
I'm
want thousand.
asking?
You
What
just
question
give,
I'm asking?
You just
Please
give,
humbly
you
reply.
give me one name.
Please humbly reply.
You give me just one name. Mother Teresa converted. One name.
I gave you hundreds of names.
I'm
but
asking for
please,
one
please
name.
reply my question
I'm
first.
asking for one name. One
Sir,
name you please
I
give.
said, please reply my question first.
Arre,
A
I am asking the same.
A Jain or Sikh person converted him to
Because why should I
converted
keep-
himself
why-
to Christianity.
Why should I keep statistics of who is being converted?
Give me one name.
You are making the allegation. I never
I
made
am
the
not making
allegation.
the allegation.
You made the allegation.
No, I said
You
this
made-
is the
you
fact.
made the allegation.
Okay, fine, fine, Acharya
Come on,
Gautam,
you made-
Father.
you made the allegation,
Let
but
me
you
bring in
can't
a
give
caller
us
who's waiting.
Forcibly
One second,
and on
one
the
second,
name
one
of
second.
greed, you import the faith on all of them. This is against the constitution also.
You go and read the constitution very well. What are the fundamental rights? Please go and read.
Article 25
What
with
does it
reasonable
say?
restriction.
What does it
with
say?
reasonable restriction.
What does it say?
Restriction
Article
is that
25
says
you
India
can
is a
secular
create
state.
the faith into
You tell me
anyone,
what does it say?
Either forcibly or greedily.
Who has done it? There are law agencies.
I am saying
There
why?
are law- there are
Why
law-
the rich people
there-
cannot adopt?
come on,
Why
there
the
are-
rich people of this country
there
cannot
law-
inclinate
there are-
towards the Christianity?
there are
Only
law and
poor
order
people,
agencies.
The people who is below to
Come on,
Okay,
there are
fine,
law and
fine,
order
fine,
agencies.
fine,
Don't
fine,
only.
fine. One second.
Because your
let
churches
me-
supply so many
Let
things
me
on
bring
every
in the
Sunday.
caller who is
Same,
waiting
that's
for
your
long.
problem.
Father, one second. Acharya Gautam, one second. Let me bring in the caller who is waiting for long now. Mr. Ambush is waiting from Mumbai. He wants to say something. Yes, go ahead. Mr.
Yeah, I
Ambush.
wanted to make 2 points. Number one, in our, we have read in our history books that during the European invasion era, these European kings and rulers used to send the missionaries to Africa and Asia because they thought that people who are not following Christianity are uncivilized and they should go and civilize those people and they should do the service. I appreciate the kind of service they have done and they have been doing. But let me tell you, I belong to Jharkhand, and there are like 20% of Adivasi people or tribal people, and most of them have converted into Christianity. So it was a forced, not a forced conversion, but they were, tempted into Christianity in the name of service.
Okay, okay.
And
Fine.
if there is, when is our pseudo secularism is going to end? When someone is getting converted into Hinduism, we call it fascism, and someone is converting into other religion like Christianity or Islam or Buddhism. No one is crying on that. Why is it so?
Absolutely. Acharya Gautam, would you want to respond to it?
No, I am saying what I am saying. I am still stand on my way, which I said, and because they just the churches and the peoples who belong to the Christianity on the name to spread the religion, on the name to propagate their religious practices, they just convert it. They create.
No, but
they
that's
create
question.
the faith. They import the faith on the name of.
Sri Ajay Gautam, please give me the answer why that our numbers are going down.
No,
you please tell us. If we have been converting, why our numbers are going
Conversion,
down?
okay. Conversion may be an issue, maybe a reality. Acharya Gautam, one second.
Peoples adopted
One second.
Christianity.
Acharya Gautam,
Why
one second.
not the Sikh and Buddha people, any people?
You cannot go on making allegations. At least,
I'm not making the allegation. This is the report of Union of India. This is the report of Union India. Your churches, and I have stated that your churches are playing the role.
The census
a major role.
Census is carried out by government, right? If the government figures, if you don't believe, whose figures you are going to believe?
One second.
Some check should be on you.
One second, Acharya Gautam, Father, one second. Conversion may be an issue, it may be a reality. But right now, what we are debating on is why Mother Teresa is being dragged into this controversy. And if Yogi Adityanath is making this a statement, why is he making it now? Why is he making it in the run-up of UP elections? What kind of political mileage is he trying to gain? That
Every
is the
6
biggest
months
question.
we have the election in a to do and for
No,
any
till
state.
now,
Every
till
6
now,
months we
till
have
now,
the
Yogi
election.
Adityanath has been making controversial statements. One second. No. Yogi
Every 6
Adityanath,
months we have the election.
Acharya Gautam, that is all right, but Yogi Adityanath has spoken now. Last year, RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat did the same, and this time, Yogi Adityanath is doing the same. Where was he for all these years? He has been making controversial statements, but not about Mother Teresa. Why and how come all of a sudden?
Yeah, this is not all of the sudden. When says a reporter asks a question in respect of the Mother Teresa or
no, it was not a press conference. Acharya Gautam, one second. Listen to me. It was not a press conference. It was a I'll tell you, Acharya Gautam, 1 second. It was not a press conference, Acharya Gautam. Acharya Gautam, 1 second. Listen to me. It was not a press conference. It was a religious meeting which was happening where Yogi Adityanath made this statement. Now, what do you say on this?
I am simply saying how many Christian people are living in the Uttar Pradesh. There is nothing to do. They are not able to effect the election. They are not belong to the Muslim religion. Who are the 40% in Uttar Pradesh. They decided the election.
Then who you are targeting? Christians?
No, I am saying what I am saying. This is not the election of the Kerala and Tamil Nadu and other states. And where the Christian.
I would want Shama Mohammed to respond on this. Shama Mohammed, would you like to respond to this?
Yeah, this is clearly for the UP elections, playing the Hindutva card. Like you said, last year Mohan Bhagwat did it. This year Yogi Adityanath has been asked to do it. You see, it's a double game. Our PM goes abroad or in parliament says, my constitution is my holy book. And in the other side, he lets loose these cannons who does the work of polarizing. They're polarizing the vote for the UP elections, and that's why they're attacking Mother Teresa, because Mother Teresa is the epitome of Christianity in India. She's the one, she's a Christian missionary. She's set up various institutions, and attacking her is the biggest attack.
Let's not distract.
And begging before the Shahi Imam
for
the polarization of the votes on the favor of Congress.
Sonia Gandhi never begged Shahi. She's never done that. She's just shown a respect for different religions. The Congress party is a secular party and it respects all religions. It follows Article 25, which states that India is a secular state.
You are creating the both words, appeasement and polarization of the vote by the Muslims. You started this game.
Polarization has been started by you. It's been started by all your MPs in UP. From Sanjay Balyan to Sangeet Som, MLA.
They are protecting their own religion by the hand of extremists.
Okay, Father.
Who is protecting their own religion?
Okay, Father.
Sangeet Som.
Father, do you see any political motive behind such statements? And you think politicians have this habit of thriving on hate speeches?
Yes, it is very evident. See, since 2014, May 2014, there have been one after the other. You just go through the 2 years events. There have been always statements and programs designed in such a way. You had initially Garvapasi, then you had all kinds of statements, even to the extent of saying Ram Zadam and all that, which I cannot say. These are the people who represent the people in the parliament. They are supposed to be the lawmakers. If they are going to that low level of communication or to make those kind of statements, irresponsible, controversial statements, it reflects badly on the government. It's not enough Prime Minister keeps claiming that everybody is protected, everybody is at home in India, sabke saath, sabka vikas. It's all just in words, but the actions and even what's happening in reality is just the opposite, You have every second day somebody is being targeted, either a pastor or a Christian family or a prayer hall praying together. They are targeted.
What happened when a Dalit Hindu girl brutally raped and murdered in Kerala? On that time you were silent. On that time you are not thinking about the humanity because the Hindu girl raped and murdered in Kerala.
Right. This is your narrow-mindedness. That's
this
the
is
problem.
not a narrow-minded. When anything is happened in respect of the Hinduism, on that time you all person were sleeping.
When a girl is raped,
but anything happened with the minority.
Nobody was silent.
Incident,
We were all against the rape. We were all against the
You are
rape.
raising the issue.
Listen,
unnecessarily to defame yourself.
When a girl is, let me come in. When a girl is raped, there is no Hindu, Muslim, Christian.
Hindu girl.
Because
girl is a girl.
Correct.
On that time, no one can return their award. And when something is happening in Bisara, then so many so-called secular people return their award on them because this country is intolerant on that time.
Fine. We are running short of time now. We have already crossed the time. So I'll have to end this debate here. Thank you very much, Shama Mohammed, for joining us here on this show. Thank you, Acharya Gautam. Thank you, Father. And that's all we have on current issues right now. Do not forget to watch fresh episode of Current Issues at 6:30 p.m. today. Keep watching News World India.